Hey y'all, so today I am doing a sewing tutorial or sewing something on binding. I've been searching all over YouTube and try to find how to bind a rectangular quilt instead of a square quilt. I've been seeing all over YouTube. So, this is what I figured out. Let me go ahead and show you what I got. Okay, so here's the project of what I have. Let me see if I could kind of bring it all in. Oh, excuse me. So pretty much what it is 1 yard in width by, what is this? 64 inches, about 63, 64 inches in length. And like I said, every single tutorial that I've seen for binding, it's to do a square. So this is my version of what I think I figured out of how to do a rectangular one. So underneath is the front, and I did like some cool little modern strips. I'll show you in a minute. And then of course the back is going to be this little minky, and I put the border to the front, so that way when I bring it all together, sew it all together, it'll be to the back. So, and maybe a little bit to the front, which is fine, doesn't bother me. So, so the first thing is how big of a border do you want for your backing, or even for your front? It doesn't matter, whichever one that you want to put your border. That's the main thing. So with me, I wanted to do like 4.5 or 4 inches pretty much. So I just went on ahead and just did, I cut out 5-inch strips, sewed it to the front, because the front, I don't want the border on the front, I want the border on the back. So now what I'm going to do is, since I don't have like one of those straight rulers, hold on, let me see, or those rulers that has an angle on them. But oops, sorry. But if you do have one of those angle ones, I guess you just measure like however thick you want it. I don't really quite understand it. But anywho, what I've done, or what I'm going to do, is have your little right angle. Make sure it's even and straight, and you want to cut off each corner right here. So this is going to be the piece where I'm going to cut off. So pretty much, see how it's like right there? This is what I want. I want the triangle to end right here at the tip of the backing. So that way, it'll be everything's gonna fit perfect when it gets sewn together. So that'll be the first step, is to bring this in all the way to right here, the long side of the triangle right there, and then make sure you got like a good right angle. Like I said, I don't have a thing that has that 45-degree ruler, so I'm just kind of literally just eyeballing it to make it straight. And you're going to do that all 4 corners. So all 4 corners, do the same thing. Bring them all in up to the corner of the minky, or whichever that you're gonna border, and then cut that off. I guess if you want, you can like hand press it, or if you want to iron it, you know, just so you can have a line. Well, mine is dark, so I'm gonna iron it or do a quick hand press on it. But if you have light material for your border, go ahead and, you know, draw it or whatever that you want to do, whatever that makes you comfortable. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, all four borders, and then we'll go to the next piece. All right, and we are back. So I went on ahead and cut 45 degrees right there on the right there at the corner. And I actually did have a ruler that had a little 45 degree. Man, this thing is like freaking awesome. So I did that, and I have no idea how people can measure, but like I put the point directly onto the right there, onto the where it's at, and then just made sure that the lines went the way that I need it to go. So actually the lines, see, this is all confusing to me. Let's see, right there. Okay, so the lines are right there, and then, you know, just cut it. And this says, you know, 6 inches, but I don't know if it's like a 6-inch triangle. I don't know. So like I said, I don't really quite understand it. But anywho, I did it all 4 corners, right there, right over there, and then right here. Alright, so now I can go ahead and take off my backing, or whichever you're going to use for the border side. This is my front. Obviously it's wrong side down, but I'm making this for a graduation quilt for one of my comrades' daughter. She just graduated and now she's going to the army, so I'm pretty excited. So anywho, alright, so now what I'm going to do next is put good guys together, fold it in half, go ahead and fold it in half, and sew. Go ahead and sew right there. So that's what I'm going to do. Sew it right there. And do that at all 4 corners. And then I'm going to come right back. Okay? Alright, I am back. And I just sewn all of them already. I sewn all 4 corners. And then it's time to turn them inside out. I wish I had like a thing. So the one thing that I did notice was a little bit of the front is going to show to the back, and to me, honestly, it's okay. I'm okay with that. You know, it's not going to no quilt show or anything, so nobody ain't going to be putting it in the underneath the microscope. So all 4 corners, flip them around, and if you want to like press it down flat, you can press it down flat. That's what I'm going to do. So let me go ahead and do that. Flip them around, press them down, and I'll be right back. Okay? Oh, and also, I don't know if I ever showed you this, but whenever like I'm trying to get it, you know, the border like straight, like right on and everything, it's so hard for me to just like, you know, do it like that and everything, and I might mess it up, whatever. But what I've been doing is rolling it. So what I do is, you know, make it go over, you know, show a little bit of the front. Go ahead.
Hey, what?
Mikey. Go ahead and, you know, just do that like a real quick, then get it, roll it forward. What? Roll it forward. See? And then, okay, I'll be there in a moment. Make sure you put tomato sauce. Sorry, I'm trying to teach my brother how to cook. And just roll it, you know? See? And then that's it. So, I'm doing it with one hand. But anyways, that's pretty much what I do. I just roll it back. See? Like that. Came out real good. You probably need to like do it, like cool it down and then roll it. But that's pretty much it. And then after you're done rolling it, see, it's pretty right on, pretty straight. Then you press it. And pressing is where you push your ironer down and then push it. Ironing is when you do that, and we don't want to do that because you might distort it. See, like I already jacked it up right there. It's hot, it's hot. See, I don't know how those other ladies that does all this cool stuff that they're like, oh, just do this. I'm like, no, it has to be hot. So, anyways, just a little tip right there on rolling it to make it even. I need to redo this side because I'm only doing it with one hand. But anyways, I will see you in a moment. Alright, okay, so I already pressed it all the way around, and like I said, since I really didn't have a good guesstimate, or you know, I guess you could say cut it pretty good on the first cut, I kind of messed up this side. You know what I was saying before about, you know, you might see the front to the back, which, so, you know, like I said, it doesn't matter to me. So, but that's the only mess up that I have right there. What are you gonna tell me? Oh, I see that. Okay. So, anywho, so I got it. So, the good side on the front side is down, facing down. The good side, which is the good border for the back side, is obviously facing up now. Now, get the daggone minky, tuck it in. Go ahead, tuck in the minky all the way around. And it depends on how big of your rectangle or square or whatever that you're making on your quilt. Since mine is pretty big, I am going to go ahead and spray baste. Put the sprayer on it. Let's see. Yeah, I do. I have the quilter base. Come on, little dude. There we go. The quilt basting, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and use to baste the minky. I think it'll hold it. Hopefully it'll hold it. And but if not, then I'm probably gonna have to pin it. And Lord, I hope I don't forget a pin. But anyways, I'm just gonna do a zigzag stitch all the way around right here. And I'll probably might do a zigzag right on these right here. Not too sure, but I think also what I'm going to do is just like a couple of lines of quilting in the middle, just to keep it together. And I guess that's it. So let me go ahead, put the minky in the middle, baste it down. Do the zigzag stitch, and then I will be right back so we can see how it finally looks like. Oh my gosh, this thing is looking freaking awesome. Okay, so I did, it does base pretty good with the little minky, so I am gonna, I already went on ahead, basted all inside and even over here a little bit. So it is looking super duper cool. I'm so proud of it. I'm so excited to finish this up. It's gonna come out really, really good. So I'm gonna go ahead, do zigzag all the way around, and you know what? I'm not even gonna mess with the inside. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that, because I mean it's not that fat. So. But anywho, let me go ahead, do the zigzag, and then we'll do the final reveal. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I just finished doing the stitching down the border. And let me see if I can show you. I did do the zigzag all the way around. So this is the back, this is the border, and it looks super awesome. I have it folded so that way we can see the whole thing. But this is super cool. So now we know how to put a border for a rectangle instead of a square quilt. Super awesome. And then the only thing that I did mess up on, which I'm gonna have to fix it, let's flip it over, is this part. Look at all this extra. Look at all that extra fabric. I guess I didn't push it in more deep enough in the little pockets. So I need to figure out how to fix that. But if anything, I mean, she'll like it. She'll love it. I know it. Or not, I'll just probably leave it like that. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anywho, so this is it. This is it. Let me do a full view of the front of the quilt. Hold on. Okay, and here it is. There's the top part. There's the little kitties, because she likes little kitties. And little puppies. That's my little puppy Atreyu, because he's so cute. And some patriotic, cute stuff, because she's very patriotic. Her whole family is. Her dad is a Vietnam vet. Her mom is the president of our VFW post. This one, I wanted something feminine for her, you know, to show that, you know, all women has some beauty in them. UT, of course, because she's from Austin. So you can't never forget about that. And actually, you know what, the little wrinkles isn't really that bad for what I thought it was going to be. So, and moving on. Some more patriotic. Okay, now I see the wrinkle part. This patriotic, because, you know, like I said, you gotta keep some patriotic in you. So, and I definitely gotta fix this, please. And the nice, awesome, cool high heels, because she loves shoes, or at least it looks like it to me. She's makeup. It looks like that, you know, she likes. And then last but not least, like I said, kitties. She recently had a kitty, and it went to heaven finally. So I think it was just old, but you know, she was real heartbroken. So that's why I put the kitties on there twice. So I hope you like it. I hope you like the little quick tutorial. Well, I know it ain't that quick, but I mean, you know, like I said, I was thinking about it. I needed something for rectangle instead of square. Figured it out. So let me know if anything else, and I will talk to y'all later. Alright, peace.